What's up guys, Study Times here. Welcome to another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about bony landmarks of humerus. So let's start. This is the anterior part of the humerus, and this is the posterior part of the humerus. From the posterior side, we can see this side of the humerus, and from anterior side, we can see this part. We're gonna start by head of humerus. As you can see, this is the head of the humerus, and we can see it from the posterior side as well. This is the head of humerus. The next one is one of the necks of humerus. It's the anatomical neck. As you can see, this is the anatomical neck. From the posterior side, we can see still it's the anatomical neck. The next one is the surgical neck. The surgical neck is around here. This is the surgical neck, and that's here around here. Another bony landmark that we should mention is the greater tubercle of humerus. The greater tubercle is here, and it's from the lateral side of the humerus. From the lateral side is the greater tubercle, as you can see here. The other one is the lesser tubercle. The lesser tubercle is next to the greater tubercle, but it's more medial. Another bony landmark that we can see here is the intertubercular sulcus. Intertubercular sulcus is the line or area between the greater tubercle and the lesser tubercle of humerus. Another bony landmark that we can see is the body of the humerus. Body of the humerus is this part of the humerus, and we have a lot of bony landmarks on it. One of them is deltoid tuberosity. Deltoid tuberosity is here, and another thing is medial border. This is the medial border. And another thing is anterolateral surface. It's like here. It's anterior and lateral at the same time. And one of them is anteromedial surface. It's anterior, but it's medial as well. Another thing is anterior border. This is the anterior border. And we have two crests for the greater tubercle and lesser tubercle. As I already mentioned, this is the greater tubercle and this is the lesser tubercle. And for each tubercle, we have one crest that it's below the tubercle. Here is the crest of greater tubercle, and this is the crest for lesser tubercle. Next thing that we're going to mention is condyle of humerus. Condyle of humerus is capitulum and trochlea. This is the trochlea of humerus, and this is the capitulum of humerus, and all of it, it's condyle of humerus. Next to the condyle, we have because it's medial part here and lateral part here, we have here medial epicondyle and lateral epicondyle. Next thing is medial supracondylar ridge. It's here. It's above the epicondyle. Next thing is the lateral supracondylar ridge, because this is lateral, this is medial, so it's lateral supracondylar ridge. It's above the condyle. Above the condyle, we have one fossa, and here is another fossa. This is radial fossa, and this is coronoid fossa. And that's it for the anterior view of humerus. For the posterior view of humerus, we can still see the head of humerus, the anatomical neck, the surgical neck, but we can't see here lesser tubercle, we only can see greater tubercle. Another thing is the radial groove. The radial groove is here, it's a line on humerus. And as we had anterior border, we have lateral border. This is the lateral border because this is the lateral side, this is the medial side. And we have posterior surface because we are looking at the posterior side of humerus. And this fossa here is olecranon fossa. And here is the group for ulnar nerve. That's it for this video, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye.